If someone told you that if you follow these steps, you'll live a happier, healthier, longer life, would you do it? How would it feel to be that professional that administered these steps? Hi, my name's Isaac, and I'm going to tell you about what a clinical exercise physiologist does in the world of cardiac rehab. Currently, I'm a kinesiology major at UNC Greensboro, and what kinesiology is a study of physical activity and how it pertains to everyone's day-to-day lives. I'm also an American College of Sports Medicine certified personal trainer, and with that, I get one-on-one, face-to-face interactions with people through exercise. They set goals, and I do my best to help them meet those goals. For the last 3 years, I've been interested in exercise physiology. I've shadowed along exercise physiologists, and I will be interning alongside with them as well. There are many ways to help people, but the way exercise physiologists do is through exercise. They deal with patients that have recently had a heart surgery, heart problems, complications, or anything involving their lungs. They take that exercise and they implement it to the patient to improve their quality of life. So they meet those challenges and they do their best to overcome them. So the 3 points I'm going to go over is what it takes, what it is, and who it's for. So for what it takes, from the American College of Sports Medicine is the credentialing agency that makes or registers exercise physiologists. And so you have two options. You can get your 4 years bachelor's degree in kinesiology or exercise science, which is the minimum bare requirement. Or, as is advised, you can be a clinical exercise physiologist after you have earned your master's degree in exercise science. With your bachelor's, you're going to need about 1,200 hours of shadowing experience on the job training. And with your master's, you're going to need about 600 hours. So after all of your hard studying, you know to get to put some work in. So what it's like, there are joys and pleasures and there are challenges, day-to-day challenges. While talking to an exercise physiologist at High Point Regional Medical Baptist Center, she said that she likes to help others. And that's one of the joys and benefits of being there is that you get to help people. You take them in and when they have one condition, they go through your program and they come out as another. And along with that physical change, there's an emotional change. There have been results that say that with exercise, anxiety decreases. With exercise, depression decreases. And with exercise, there's less suicidal rates as well. Challenges. So it's difficult to staff all the patients that come into a cardiac rehab unit. There's so many different people that have so many different problems, and it's hard to find qualified professionals to deal with these patients. Along with this, the influx of patients that come in, it's difficult to have enough heart monitors to reach out to each and every patient. In cardiac rehab, it's important to see how the patient's heart is responding to the exercise, and if you don't have enough monitors to go around, everyone has to take their turn, which is time consuming, and it's a challenge you have to face day to day, but you'll figure out how to balance it out. So the last point I'm going to talk about is who it's for, and cardiac rehab or being an exercise physiologist are for people who want to exercise, people who want to rehab, and people who want to see results or see improvement. So with cardiac rehab, there are 3 different phases. It's the get out the bed, get on your feet, and stay on your feet. The second phase is the biggest part, but get out the bed is when the physiologist or the professional comes to your bedside, lets you know the condition that you have, and lets you know what we're going to do to make it better. The get on your feet is the exercise intensive part of it, where the physiologists, nurses, and other professionals come together and make a regimen for you to basically improve the quality of life that you're in now. And the third phase is to stay on your feet. It's a really big quality or trait that every health professional wants you to do, is to maintain your exercise regimen even after being out of the program. With this, it will increase exercise adherence and the likelihood of going back to where you were before. From the American Heart Association, cardiac rehab is evidence-based and should be a portion of every rehab process in hospitals, and it also shows that after this program, there's a decrease in coronary artery disease and also a decrease in mortality. So there are many strong diseases that affect the heart and lungs, but there are even stronger people. While talking to an exercise physiologist in Winston-Salem, he told me a story of a patient who came in with heart problems. She began the 4-week process, and at the end of her 3rd week, She went from basically 0% to 100%. She was almost cleared. But at the end of that third week, she came out with a cold, with a sickness, and it was walking pneumonia. And after she recovered, because she did recover, it was confirmed by doctors, the physiologist, and even the patient herself. She said that if she would have not started exercising 2-3 weeks prior, that cold would have took her out. And if it were not for the exercise physiologist being there to implement these steps, it could not have been possible. And so with this, it's important to accept the results with open arms because anything is likely to happen. So if someone were to give you those steps, you should do your best to try and follow